Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my most reached for makeup products. I wanted to be in front of my vanity table, specifically my top drawer, because this is where I store all of the products that I need quick access to. I just pull this drawer out, grab it, and apply it. So this drawer, I'm always referring it to like my holy grail drawer, my sacred drawer. Like these are my holy grail products that are in this top drawer. So I'm going to be sharing some of those products with you guys today, but this video is really exciting because it's a collab video with Kelly Gooch here on YouTube. She's going to be sharing some of her most reached for products as well. So I'm going to link her video down below and also her channel link as well. You guys have to check her out. I love her content. She uploads so frequently and I think you guys would really love her stuff if you guys haven't already subscribed to her. So check her out. I'm gonna leave all the links down below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So I'm feeling a little bit fancy. I actually have two cameras going on. So I have this one that I'm talking to you right now, and then I also have my other camera here that shows my top drawers, just so you guys can see where I'm picking at. And I just sort of want you guys to see an overview of what's in my top drawer. So I did do a top drawer vanity tour a couple months back, but I didn't really go into too much detail of the products that are really in here. I just kind of like skipped through everything. So I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper today. But to jump into the video, I think I should start off with my project panning products. These are all the products that are in my project pan. I keep it in this little cardboard box and I keep it on top of my vanity table. These are the products that I'm reaching for the most because I am focused on finishing these ones up. So that's why I keep it on top in its own box so I can see it directly and I want to get through these. I'll leave my project panning videos in the cards and also in the description box if you guys want to see what other products are in my project pan plan. And I feel like this video just makes sense because Kelly's the person that really influenced me to start project pan, and now this collab is with her as well, so you know, sort of full circle here. But let's dive into my top drawer. So not all of the products in here are my holy grail products. Some of them I just keep in here for storage. For example, in this corner down here are my primers. I only have a couple of primers, so I just keep them in here just for storage. But this container here contains all of my foundations, but the one that I reach for the most is my tinted moisturizer from ColourPop Cosmetics. This one is their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I really love this one. I love the lightweight coverage that it has. And then I'll go in with a full coverage concealer afterwards, and I just feel like my skin just looks less cakey because I'm not wearing a foundation. I think that sits really well on top of my skin and I really love this product, so I'm always constantly reaching for this. As you can see from the bottle, I've used a lot of it. The next container I have my concealers, and the concealer that I actually reach for the most, it's not even in my project pan, but I use it every day just because it's a product that I'm constantly going to keep repurchasing. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I use the shade Almond, but I also have another shade here, and this one is Golden Beige. I was a lot tanner a couple years ago, so Golden Beige would suit me, but now I'm in the shade Almond and I just love this concealer. The coverage is super high, so I use this under my eyes, and if I have a breakout or a really dark scar, I will go in with this concealer. Best concealer ever. There are some other concealers that are on my wish list that I think will work for me, but for now, like, this is just my favorite concealer ever. The next container we have over here are all of my powders, but I have some random stuff in here. None of the powders I really reach for, but I do see my black eyeshadow. This one might be a little random, but I just keep a single pan of a matte black eyeshadow in here. This one's actually from NYX Cosmetics. It's their Primal eyeshadow, but I believe this is discontinued. I got it a couple years ago. Because not all eyeshadow palettes will have a matte black, I just like to keep a single shadow in my top drawer at all times because I'm always reaching for this. Whenever I do my wing liner, I will use this black eyeshadow, and whenever I want to deepen out an eye look and the palette doesn't have it, I don't want to go into like my actual makeup storage, find a palette that has a black eyeshadow in there and use that when I just have this one ready on hand. So I reach for this product all the time. I've made such a huge dent in this as well. And the next container here contains all of my eye products, and the first one I can see is my liquid liner. This one is from the brand called Uzi by Flowfushi. It's a Japanese brand. It is a brush tip liquid liner, and I think it's honestly the best liquid liner ever. It's so smooth, so pigmented, so easy to create a sharp wing because the brush tip is so pointy and fine, and also the way the packaging is designed It fits really well into your hand if you are creating a wing. It really is just the best liquid liner. I always reach for this. And then a couple of other products that are in this container are the ColourPop freckle pens. I have it in both shades, and I grab both shades just because I have them. But whenever I do a look that has faux freckles, I'm actually using these two pens. Before I would use eyeshadow, but you know, eyeshadow, I need to grab a palette, I need to grab a brush, but just having these two pens on hand, I'm always reaching for them. So as of recently, they have been a favorite. This product here, you just know I love, because you probably don't even know what it is because all the writing has disappeared. This is the ColourPop BFF mascara in the shade Brownie Point. So this is their brown mascara, and I really like this one. I feel like sometimes you don't want a black mascara, you want something a little bit more softer, but that's still gonna define your lashes. So I always go for this one. Another product that I'm always reaching for is the ColourPop BFF liquid liner in the shade Grande. This is their brown liquid liner. Whenever I do a brown wing, I'm always using this liquid liner. It's actually the only brown liquid liner I have. And then actually in the corner here, I'll just take this little container out. I have all of my ColourPop creme gel liners. I'm going to leave a video in the cards where I talk about my creme gel liner collection and my favorites. I just like to keep these on hand just because whenever I do different eye looks, just having an eyeliner in your waterline can really complete that eye look. And then moving to the drawer back here, I have two of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. The blush one is called Flirt, and I wear this all the time, you guys. Whenever I want something that's a little bit more brighter than my typical everyday blush, I'll go in with Flirt. I think the undertone is so beautiful, and I think it matches my skin tone really well. Just the perfect like springtime blush, you know what I mean? So I adore this one. And for the highlight I have, it is Lunch Money. I've been liking more of like a subtle highlight, and although this highlight you can build up to be very intense, if you just grab a little, it can be very subtle. So I like how you can build this up, and I'm constantly using this. Oh, I love Lunch Money so much. So definitely always in my top drawer. Another product that I reach for a lot is the Kaleidos Ray Rider highlighter. I think this one is so beautiful. If you love a light gold champagne highlight, then I think you'd really like this one. And then the next products are from ColourPop. I actually have an entire container just for these because I want my options and I reach for them all the time. These are the ColourPop Just a Tint lip crayons. I reach for these almost every single day. If you are familiar with my channel, you can see the one that's on top and the whole writing has disappeared. It is the shade Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine is just my favorite shade. It's the shade that I use the most. I think when you can see the packaging and all the writing has disappeared, then you know that I've been loving these products. So Rise and Shine is my favorite, but I do like to have some of my other favorites in here. And then for the last two containers, I have more lip products. Some that I want to mention is the ColourPop Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Airkiss. As you can see as well, the writing has sort of disappeared, but I absolutely love this color. I think it's like the perfect Maya lips but better, a little bit more rosy. It just makes your lips look so good, and this formulation is really comfortable as well. Constantly reaching for this, like, oh, can you guys not even tell? Do I have to explain? Because you can just tell how ruined the packaging is that clearly I'm always using them. And another product that I'm reaching for a lot is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Seriously Satin Lipstick in the shade Nectar. This shade is really similar to Rise and Shine from ColourPop, but this one is like more of like a matter lipstick. So depending on what I'm feeling, if I'm feeling something a little bit more lightweight, or if I want a lipstick that's gonna last a little bit longer, then I'll go for this one. There are of course some other lip products that I do reach for, but I would say those three are probably my go-to day to day. But yeah, that is pretty much the rundown on my top drawer. Those are the products that I grab for the most if I'm picking out from my top drawer. So it's like top drawer products. As you can tell, I don't have any eyeshadow palettes in here. I used to keep eyeshadow palettes in here, but because I'm always filming 3 look 1 palette videos, I just found that putting eyeshadow palettes in here was sort of taking up space. And whenever I do have time to play with eyeshadow palettes that I want to play with and I'm not filming, then I don't mind just going into my storage and grabbing the palette that I want to play with, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is my top drawer. I actually want to talk about some products that are in my trolley here because I reach for them a lot as well. So in my trolley here, I keep all of my lashes on the second level, and my my go-to lashes of recently have been Petite Cosmetics, specifically the style Honey. I'm currently wearing it now, and I actually have 2 backups on the trolley just because I love Honey so much. It's literally the perfect glam lashes for Asian eyes. I mean, for any eyes really, but you know, Petite Cosmetics is made by Tina Young, so I feel like she is catering to us Asian girls. But recently I've been liking Hana. It's more like a natural lash, and I've been really liking this one as well. I do have an affiliated code with Petite Cosmetics if you guys would like to use it. I mean, I was already like raving about Honey before I got my affiliated code. And of course, I'm always reaching for my House of lashes, specifically the light line. I love Natalia Light, Boudoir Light, and Iconic Light. I only have Boudoir and Natalia Light right now because I did run out of Iconic Light, but nonetheless, these are also one of my favorite go-to lashes as well. And then lastly, on my top level of my trolley, I keep my daily lenses and the monthly lenses that I'm currently going through. But the lens that I've been loving so much recently is the Olens Scandi Hazel. This one I've been wearing, I think, every single time I've done my makeup in the past month. Unless it was like a specific look for Instagram, then I was wearing a different lens from Olens, but Scandi Hazel has been my favorite. When I first tried it, I remember I didn't love it as much as the Spanish brown, but the Scandi Hazel is a mix of like a brown and the olive. I am wearing it today as well, of course. But yeah, you guys, I think that is going to conclude today's video. I think I mentioned all the products that I constantly use. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up for me, but let me know some of your most reached for makeup products down below as well. I would love to hear that. And also, don't forget to check out Kelly's video. Check her out as well, subscribe to her, show her some love. I think she deserves it. And thank you, Kelly, for collabing with me. This video idea was her idea as well. She wanted to talk about our most reached for products. So she came up with this idea, by the way. I should have mentioned that in the intro, but this was her idea. So thank you, Kelly, for collabing with me on this video. But yeah, guys, that is today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!